Hello engineers, this video is for the fresher engineers as well as the working engineers who want to switch to the industrial automation or want to have growth in the industrial automation. This video will be helpful for the third year and final year engineering students also. In this video, I will give you the introduction to the industrial automation, and in my upcoming videos, I will give you the introduction to the PLC programming, to the PLC connections as well as the SCADA also. So let us start with industrial automation. Before going on to the industrial automation, let us come to have the automation. The word automation means when the work is done without the human interference, when the work is done automatically, is called as the automation. And if the same is applied in the industries, it is industrial automation. Very simple. So when the work in the industries is done without the human interference, with the help of technical components or technical equipments, it is the industrial automation. The definition for the same I have written here is the delegation of human control to the technical equipments is the industrial automation. Let me begin with some vision over the industrial automation. See, the work is being done in the automobile production company without the interference of human being. This is industrial automation. Here the work is being done. This is industrial automation. This is the setup of industrial automation. Automation engineers do work here. This is the control panel setup where we are using the PLCs. What is PLC? How the PLCs are used? How the PLCs are programmed? That also I will teach you in my upcoming videos. First of all, let us get to know about the advantages of industrial automation. Industrial automation gives us such types of advantages like increased productivity. Productivity is increased. Quality assurance. Quality is assured due to the industrial automation. If the same work is done by the human being, there might be variations in the size of the product, color of the product, taste of the product. But if we are using the industrial automation that is programmed only, so we can be having the assurance in the quality, robustness in the products, utilization of the time. In the lesser time, we can have the more productivity, reduction in expenses. Daily expenses are reduced due to the industrial automation. Environmental conditions beyond human capability work. If some type of work is there that is beyond the capability of human, like the size of the product or some chemical process is being done, so due to the industrial automation, that work can be done easily. Improvement in the process is being done with improvements on the daily basis. We can improve the process due to the industrial automation. Process, like see, control device is over there at the center, and to that control device instructions are being given due to some input devices, and execution is done due to the output devices, because of the output devices, with the with some feedback. In spite of control device, if I will say the PLC is over there, and on the input side of the PLC input devices are connected, and on the output side of the PLC output devices are connected. Bidirectional communication is over there with the PLC to the output devices. What is this PLC? PLC is a microprocessor based electronic device. It is an embedded device like digital computer system which is connected to the input devices. These input devices can be switches, can be any type of sensors. Input side of the PLC is also called as the input module, and it gives the output it generates the output, it actuates the output, and those output devices can be motors or can be some types of solenoid coils, and all this happens in accordance with a stored program or instructions in it to the control machine and processes. How this PLC is programmed, how the instructions are given to the PLC, that I told you that I will be teaching you in my upcoming video. The types of PLCs. Before going on, first, the introduction to the PLC, we should be knowing the different types of PLCs. We should be able to recognize the type of PLCs. Micro type of PLC, small type of PLC, medium type of PLC, large type of PLC, and very large type of PLC. The difference in these types of PLCs is in their number of IOs support. How many number of IOs these PLCs can support. On the basis of that, these are segregated as micro, small, medium, large, and very large. Like micro type of PLC, it can support maximum of 32 IOs. It is not that it can support always the 32 IOs. It can support maximum of 32 IOs. Some of the micro PLCs can be there that can support 10 IOs or can support 16 IOs, but maximum it can support 32 IOs. Small type of PLC 32 to 128 IOs, medium type of PLCs 64 to 1024 IOs, large type of PLCs 512 to 4096 IOs, very large type of PLC 2048 to 8192 IOs. Now, based on the features also, the PLCs are divided into different companies. Different manufacturing companies of PLCs have titled their PLCs like Pico, Nano, Micro, Mini, Standard or Compact PLC, Modular PLCs, RTU, PAC. If we cannot say that all the smallest types of PLCs are nano PLCs. Some companies have titled their smallest PLCs as nano. Some manufacturers of the PLC have titled their smallest PLC as the micro or the mini or the pico, like this. Standard and compact PLC. Compact PLC is that type of PLC where all the units, power supply, input module, output module, CPU, all are a in one case and not changeable. We cannot change the input module. We cannot change the power supply unit. It is a compact type of PLC. And in modular or rack type of PLC, input module, output module, power supply, CPU, all are the different units in some racks or modular form. So we can change the input module and we can replace the input module, we can replace the output module, even we can replace the power supply module. RTU, remote terminal unit, it is also a type of PLC that can be connected to the main PLC remotely. PAC, Programmable Automation Controller, it is an advanced type of PLC. Now let us get to know about the leading manufacturers of PLC. Leading manufacturers of PLCs are Allen Bradley, AB, Asia Brown Boveri, ABB, Siemens, Omron, Mitsubishi, Hitachi, Delta, Generic Electric, Honeywell, Modicon, Schneider Electric, Bosch. These are the leading manufacturers of PLC. These all the PLCs in the market you can get to know that by these names. Mostly for the training purpose, we are using the Allen Bradley, we are using the Siemens, even the Omron and Mitsubishi is also used. Now, how you can select a PLC? What is the selection criteria of a PLC if you are in some manufacturing company, if you are in some production unit, so you have to select a PLC for your company. How you can select a PLC? You should be knowing, as an automation engineer, you should be knowing the selection criteria of the PLC. Selection criteria number one, input and output requirements. How many number of inputs and outputs you have to connect to the PLC, you will select the PLC accordingly. Memory space, what should be the memory space, how long the program should be there, what is the memory space of the PLC. On the basis of that you will select the PLC. Provision for special IOs. Obviously in modular PLC you are having the option of selecting the IOs, replacing the IOs. So if you are using some special IOs as well, so you have to select the PLC accordingly. Scan time. What is the scan time of the PLC? Scan time means the time, the complete time the PLC scans the whole program. See, PLC scans first the all the inputs, then the whole program, then the outputs, and according to the feedback from the outputs, yes, and according to the program, the whole program, the instructions already stored in the PLC, it executes the outputs. So all this should take only nanoseconds. So lesser the scan time, lesser will be the delay in the output. So based on the scan time you will select the PLC. Type of PLC, that I have already told you, based on the features, based on the size. Mode of communication used, which mode of, every PLC is having the different communication modes, different data communication cables. So mode of communication that you are using or you should be using is the selection criteria of a PLC. Software requirement. What is the software requirement? Every PLC in the market, every PLC of the different manufacturers is having the different softwares. So if you are already using some PLC in your production unit and you are having the software over there, your engineers are compatible to that, it is user friendly to your engineers. So you will think accordingly. Should I go for the different PLC that I have to use the different software? Will that software be compatible for my engineers or not? Should I work on that or not? Or if you are using the PLC the first time, you must be going for that PLC on which the training will be easy, your staff, your engineers will be easily trained. Software requirement, documentation, training and support, that is the same thing. If you are having the documentations available, training is also available, support is over there. So based on these criterias the PLC is selected. I hope you would have liked my video and you would have gone through the basics of industrial automation. I know that that was a very short video, but in my upcoming videos, I will teach you the PLC, the programming over the PLC, communication and connections in the PLC as well as the SCADA. So please like, share and subscribe my channel to watch the upcoming training videos. Engineering Concepts is my channel. Please subscribe it. Thank you.